friends, this is B. Praveen Kumar, lecturer in chemistry, Government Degree College, Gambhirapet, Rajanna Siricilla District, Telangana. In today's class, I am going to discuss about pericyclic reactions. What are pericyclic reactions and how many types of pericyclic reactions and the types of reactions with examples. Pericyclic reactions are concerted reactions. Moreover, these reactions are single step reactions. Concerted reactions means if the reaction forwards and if it gets in reversible process, the time will takes place remains the same. That means here we will explain in this slide the majority of organic reactions proceed either by a polar or by a radical pathway. There is a group of techniques that do not involve polar or radical reagents. They are substantially uninfluenced by the change of polarity of solvent or by the presence of radical initiators. Example is Diels-Alder reaction. Here it is the most important examples of pericyclic reaction. This is 1,3-butadiene plus alkene gives rise to, this is the product that we'll call it as adduct. So this is the main example. This is the best example for pericyclic reactions. Next, definition of pericyclic reactions. Reactions are apparently concerted, that is, the electronic rearrangements involved in bond cleavage or bond formation proceeds simultaneously, and it is one step process. As I have told already, the bond cleavage and bond formation will takes the time process is same and it will takes place simultaneously. The orientation the transition states are cyclic and the reactions are attended by a high degree of stereo selectivity. Many of such reactions are reversible. All such concerted reactions which proceed via cyclic transition states are known as pericyclic reactions. Unaffected by polar reagents, solvent change, radical indicators, etc. These are influenced by heat or light. These are influenced by heat or light. Next, classification of pericyclic reactions. Mainly, pericyclic reactions are of three types. First is electrocyclic reactions, cycloaddition reactions, and sigmatropic reactions. If you take, these are the three examples here. The first one is electrocyclic reactions, that is 1,3-butadiene to cyclobutene, that 1, 2, 3, 4 carbons are there in 1,3-butadiene, 2 double bonds, and this is a cyclic compound and converted into cyclic product. So that is 1,3-butadiene is converted into cyclobutene, that is cyclic product. So this is called as electrocyclic reactions. The another example is, that is 1,3-butadiene plus alkene, that are cycloaddition reactions. This is cyclohexene. Here in pericyclic reactions, we can see in electrocyclic reactions that whereas reactant has two double bonds and product is having only one double bond, here it is also 1,3-butadiene plus alkene gives rise to cyclohexene. Here the attachment of the double bonds, this is 2 plus 2, 4 double bonds and plus 1 double bond, 2 double bonds and plus 1 double bond, that is 4 pi electrons, and 2 pi electrons are there. This is called as 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. Here it is sigmatropic reaction. Third one is sigmatropic, means that is called as I comma J reactions. I means the transfer of sigma bond, where it is the bond cleavage takes place, that is I, and where the bond formation takes place, that is J, that is called IJ transformation or sigmatropic reactions. Cycloaddition reactions, a reaction in which two unsaturated molecules combine to form a cyclic compound. Already we have seen here two unsaturated molecules. Unsaturated molecules means one is 1,3-butadiene, one is alkene, and already two butadienes and alkenes. Unsaturation is to be there and combine to form a cyclic compounds, with pi electrons being used to form two new sigma bonds, is called as cycloaddition reactions. So pi bonds are used to form two new sigma bonds, that is known as cycloaddition reactions. Cycloaddition reactions may again be of two types depending upon the number of pi electrons in the two components. 2 plus 2 cycloaddition, 4 plus 2 cycloaddition reactions. Here another example is there, 4 plus 2 cycloaddition. When one of the systems has 4 pi electrons and the other has 2 pi electrons, that is Diels-Alder reaction. The most common example of this type, 4 plus 2 addition reactions, cycloaddition. This example we have already seen. This is 1,3-butadiene plus alkene, that is ethene or ethylene molecule. So 1,3-butadiene has 4 pi electrons, and whereas alkene, that is ethylene, has 2 pi electrons. So that we should call it as 4 plus 2 addition reaction, and it forms cyclohexene, that is a cyclic compound. So this reaction is called as 4 plus 2 cycloaddition, and this is Diels-Alder reaction. This is the electronic configuration of ethylene. This is molecular diagram. Linear combination of atomic orbitals will be like this. Here you can see the ground state and excited states. Here in ground state, In psi1 there are two electrons, the pi electrons, and in psi2 there is no electrons. Whereas excited state, from ground state to one electron jumps from ground state to higher psi2, psi1 to psi2, that is psi1 contains one electron and psi2 contains one electron. This is excited state. 2 plus 2 cycloadditions. 2 plus 2 cycloadditions, when both the unsaturated molecules have 2 pi electrons each. That means butadiene contains, or alkene plus alkene, that is two unsaturations are there. So 2 pi electrons plus 2 pi electrons, that is called as 2 plus 2 cycloaddition reaction. Here ethylene plus ethylene, ethylene plus ethylene, cyclobutane. So new 2 sigma bonds will forms instead of 2 pi bonds. The 4 plus 2 cycloadditions are common and takes place very easily and spontaneously. On the other hand, cycloadditions of alkenes. On the other hand, cyclodimerization of alkenes. Example, conversion of ethylene to cyclobutane is very difficult and not very common. So here, what we can say it as, if we take 4 plus 2, it is easy. If we take 2 plus 2, it is not easy, that whereas it is very difficult to form. Okay. Electrocyclic reactions. Electrocyclic reactions are those in which either a ring is formed with the generation of a new sigma bond and the loss of a pi bond, or a ring is broken with the opposite consequence. So 1,3-butadiene gives rise to cyclobutene. Cyclobutane gives rise to 1,3-butadiene. These are the reversible reactions here. So these are electrocyclic reactions. Next, here once again we'll see Claisen rearrangement. This is Cope rearrangement reaction. That is sigmatropic reactions are there. Here the migration of sigma bond will takes place. From where the migration starts, that is I, and where the migration ends or sigma bond is attached, that is J. So I comma J transition, or I comma J shift, that is called as I comma J shift. So this is sigmatropic reactions are like this. These are Claisen condensation or Claisen rearrangement reactions. Okay, so especially 3 plus 3, that is Cope rearrangement also is there. So with this, these are the fundamentals and basics of pericyclic reactions. So mainly, especially 3 types of reactions: electrocyclic, cycloaddition, sigmatropic reactions. In cycloadditions, there are 2 types, 4 plus 2 and 2 plus 2 reactions, and the 2 new sigma bonds will forms. And also, if you take electrocyclic reactions, then one new sigma bond will forms. You are using the double pi bonds. And Cope rearrangement, there are shifts, that is I comma J shifts. Cope rearrangement and Claisen rearrangement is the main best examples for Cope rearrangement. With this, I conclude. Thank you.